Hi, my name is Garrett Johnson.
And I'm Jason White, and we're going to be cooking for you today. So, what are we going to make?
Today we're making dessert. We're going to make carrot cake. The most important thing about cooking is cleanliness. You want clean bowls, clean hands, clean utensils.
And since we've already done that, we can go ahead and get started. So what's the first step?
First step, we need to preheat the oven. So we're going to put it on 400 degrees. Alright, now we're going to just run through the list of ingredients. We're going to be using 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, salt, ground cinnamon, baking soda, vanilla extract, vegetable oil. We're going to use 3 extra large eggs, 3 cups of grated carrots, which is just about under a pound. Also, we'll be using 1 cup of chopped walnuts.
This cake's also going to have a frosting, and for that we'll need 3/4 of a pound of cream cheese, a ½ pound of unsalted butter, some more vanilla extract, and 1 pound of confectioner's sugar.
To start this cake, you're going to need an electric mixer. Either you can use one like this, a KitchenAid, or you can use a hand mixer. You're going to first add 2 cups of sugar to the bowl. Next, you're going to add 1/3 cup of vegetable oil and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. You're going to put the mixer on medium speed. Next, we're going to add the eggs to the mixture. It's important to use a separate bowl before adding it to the mixture so that no eggshells gets into the mixture. And then Jason's going to start on the next part.
Okay, while Garrett's over there making the batter, we're going to get started mixing some of the dry ingredients. This is a strainer which we're going to use to sift these ingredients together to make sure there's no lumpiness and they're evenly mixed. We're going to start with 2 cups of all-purpose flour and 1½ teaspoons of salt. We'll go ahead and add all the dry ingredients to this and sift them all together. So to add to this, we're going to do 2 teaspoons of baking soda and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And then sift.
To make the batter, we're going to add half of the dry ingredients Jason just sifted to the egg mixture while it's running on a low speed.
Alright, now to the half of the dry ingredients still in the bowl, we're going to add 3 cups of grated carrots and a cup of chopped walnuts. Alright, now the best way to get all these ingredients together is to fold them. So you take the spatula, you move it around the edge of the bowl, and then cut in. Edge of the bowl, cut in.
Now we're going to add the grated carrot, walnut, and flour mixture to the liquid mixture. It's important whenever you're mixing something to get everything off the sides of the bowl and on the bottom so that no clumps of flour or anything else like that is just in the cake.
Now we're going to butter and then flour the pans. Make sure the cake doesn't stick to it when it's in the oven.
You want to make sure you coat the whole pan with butter. And then you're just going to sprinkle some flour in there to make sure the cake doesn't stick once it's done cooking. Alright, so Jason's pouring the batter into the pan. You want to make sure you pour it right in the middle. That's probably good enough for that pan. And we'll come back to it. Alright, make sure you can have enough for this one. You just want to go about 3/4 up the pan, the side of the pan, because it's going to rise. Now we're going to bake the cakes at 400 degrees for 10 minutes. When the 10 minutes are up, we're going to bake them for another 35 minutes at 350 degrees.
Alright, while this is baking, we're going to go ahead and get started on making the frosting, for which we need 1 3/4 pounds of cream cheese and a ½ pound of butter. And it's important to make sure that these are room temperature so that when you mix them, they're not rock solid.
For the frosting, we're going to cream together half a pound of butter, a teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 3/4 pounds of cream cheese. I'm going to do this at a low speed until it's creamed well together. We just took the cakes out of the oven, and you want to use a toothpick. Slide in the cake, comes out clean, it means it's done. We finished the cake, and now we're icing it with the icing that we made beforehand.